Hi, welcome to this channel from Ganpati Bappa and me. I'm going to take a second to be a linguistic terrorist and remind you that it is Ganpati Bappa, not Bappa. I don't know why people say Bappa. But terrorism does link into both the planets that we are going to talk about today. Separate kinds of terrorism, but a quick introduction first. Hi, my name is Aparna. I am a gemologist, a journalist, and a designer here at Swapnanjali Jewellery Studio in Pune. I talk about jewelry history, gemstones, as well as Vedic astrology, which is today's topic. Before we move, so today's video is about two of the most controversial and least understood amongst the Navratna gemstones. The Navratnas, if you don't know, are nine precious natural gemstones that correspond with the nine planets in the solar system, two amongst which are luminaries, sun and moon, and two are shadow planets, Rahu and Ketu, which leaves just टू करके कितना रह जाता है ना 4 5 6 7 8 9 four actual planets, two luminaries, and two shadow planets. These are the nine planets, if you will, and the nine gemstones that correspond with them, around which Vedic astrology revolves. These two are, like I said, the most controversial and the least understood of the gemstones, yet obviously incredibly powerful, and they are ruled respectively blue sapphire by Shani or Saturn, and this beautiful Hessonite garnet, honey and cinnamon hued Gomed, is ruled by Rahu. Now, Shani is the oldest, coldest, meanest planet in the solar system. He symbolizes discipline, restrictions, judgment, as well as a lot of hard work and a lot of failure. Uh, Rahu, on the other hand, is this bizarre creature without a body. It's just a head. It's super fast, as slow as Shani is. Rahu is super fast, and he symbolizes illusion or Maya. Anything that Rahu touch, he distorts as well as amplifies, which gives you the illusion that it's something fantastic, but actually it's just the illusion of Rahu. And he also represents innovation, unconventional thinking, which means he represents Kali Yuga or the digital age. If you're wearing either of these two fascinating gemstones, here are three things you should know about them and the very unique way in which these two seemingly disparate gemstones and by association their rulers are connected. Number one, both these planets, and again by association their gemstones, are known to be karmic. They are also known as malefics, translated in Hindi as Krura Graha, and they have been allotted the Vayu or the Vata or the air element. Now, Saturn is the only planet that is less dense than water. It is full of helium and hydrogen. Rahu, on the other hand, is not even a planet, it's a shadow planet, and it famously or infamously has a smoky nature, and it's the smoky nature that causes the illusion. When you are in the grip of Rahu, you cannot see anything because of the smoke that Rahu is all about. And when the Vedas say Krura Graha, don't take that as a literal translation. Krura means cruel. Instead of Krura, you can view them as challenging planets, because a lot of planets are given the malefic or Krura aspect, including the Sun and Mars. They are challenging, they challenge you. I think that's an interesting way to see it rather than just direct translation as cruel or a malefic. Number two, interesting thing about both these planets and the gemstones is that they have been ascribed the female element. Again, this is not gender specific. Female element is not exclusively for women. Masculine element is not exclusively for men. These are universal energies that are part of every human being, and they're enmeshed together. They're not distinctly masculine element and feminine element. So both these planets and by association the gemstones have been allotted the feminine element. Rahu, it is very easy to understand. that it represents the dark feminine element, intense, complex, incredibly demanding. But when it comes to Shani, there is a controversy. There is a school of thought that allots the masculine element to Shani, another school that allots the neutral or Napunsak, I don't really like that word, impotent, to Shani. But the school of thought that allots the feminine element to Shani has a wonderful explanation for it, because only when Shani is allotted the feminine element that this beautiful symmetry and balance between the planets is achieved and complete. And that's what the science of astrology is about, or Vedic astrology, that one must have a balance of elements and forces within ourselves or within our charts, so that there is no one planet or one element does not overpower everything else. And the last thing interesting, most interesting about these two, and that connects these two disparate planets, is this phrase. I don't know if you've heard of it before. It goes like Kujvat Ketu Shanivat Rahu. Now, I have a lot of influence of Ketu and Mars, that is Kuja, in my planet, in my horoscope. So I can attest to the fact that Kujvat Ketu is completely understandable. Ketu is an amplified version or an older brother of Mangal or Mars or Kuja. But when it comes to Shanivat Rahu, I'm like, what the fuck? Because Rahu is nothing like Shani, right? Shani is an old limping man. He's all about restrictions, limitations. Don't do this, you can't do this. While Rahu is this super fast, bodiless head just zooming through the digital age, completely unconventional and rule breaker. Whatever limitations Shani sets, Rahu just breaks them and zooms past them. But if you take a closer and a more deeper and spiritual look, and I researched a bit about this, Shanivat Rahu possibly means not just that Rahu is like a Shani or a shadow of Shani, he's definitely a shadow of nobody, but that Rahu needs Shani. Let's take an example of social media, that is classic Rahu. Rahu denotes obsession clearly. We're all obsessed with social media. It is very illusionary. There is a lot of materialism. But you cannot escape Rahu. You cannot escape social media. Don't even try. It is so all encompassing and devouring that, and seductive, that there is no way you can escape Rahu. What you can do is use the backing of Shani to discipline yourself. So if you are engulfed in social media like all of us are, don't try to escape it. Use the tools given by Saturn. Set limitations. Set your social media, whatever, that time limit on Insta, or time limits on does YouTube have a time limit, whatever. Set your limits and use the discipline of Saturn to literally discipline Rahu, because there is nobody else that can discipline Rahu apart from Saturn. Also, interestingly, both these seemingly disparate planets have been given co-ownership of the 11th house, which is the house of desires as well as gains. So it means something, right? When these two unusual forces come together to rule your 11th house, Rahu literally needs Shani, even though he may seem like this very individualistic and rule breaker planet that rules the new age or the digital age or Kali. There is no way in hell you will survive without the discipline of Shani. I will talk about this more later because it's a fascinating topic. But if you've liked this video, do follow this channel, do subscribe, and do share the videos with other people who enjoy listening to Vedic astrology as well as gemstones. I'll see you the next time. Bye.